Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Golia. I'm an actor, singer, and creator here in Los Angeles, and I'm so excited to introduce you to the incredible composer, David Bucks. How's it going, David?
Great. Thank you. Glad to be
Awesome.
here.
Yes, I'm so happy that you're here. Before we get started, I'm going to show everyone a little bit of what you do. Oh, your music is so beautiful. Can you tell me specifically? Let's start with just Mercy. Like, what can you tell me the impetus behind that song?
Sure, absolutely. I had been doing some I take my work, my compositions, and I'll play them in yoga studios. And so this was a result of working with a couple of different classes and sort of just trying out different things in that environment.
Cool.
And yeah, and then when I was looking at producing the EP and Mercy being one of those tracks, COVID hit. There was a lockdown here. It's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah. And the thing was is that I started kind of learning cello and started putting cello over those
You learned
pieces,
cello
and
during
that's what kind of resulted from Mercy.
oh my gosh,
Yeah, during COVID.
look at
To
you.
be fair, well, to be fair, right? I had done like a little bit of violin growing up, and then when I went to music school, it was viola, and so there is that happening. So
Still.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing. Oh my gosh.
A lot of fun, a lot of fun.
So when you say you go to yoga studios, do you mean you're like, are you composing live or are you like testing? Do you do it at home and then you test it out? Like what do you mean?
Great, yeah, great question. Yes, so it's like at home. I'm using Ableton, so that software lets you play little clips and try out
That's
different things.
easy.
Yeah, right. And so I'll just create scenes from that, from things that I'm coming up with at home, and then when I go to the yoga studio, I just trigger them. And what's great about it is I can just kind of see where I'm at, So if it's things are building up a little bit in the class for any reason, I can like you trigger those, right? And then when it's coming down, and maybe people are just laying down and staring at this, ceiling, it's just
That is
really
so
soft.
fun.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh, live music yoga. I am like,
right.
oh my gosh, how cool. I would want to do that in a second. That is so fun. Oh
That's
my
awesome.
gosh. How cool. And it like, wow, I just think that's such an amazing way to compose, to like be going with and flowing with the music in the class. Like that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I haven't, thank you. And I haven't been able to do it since COVID. I want to get back out there again.
Yeah.
This like March 5th, I'm doing something online with some people do some kind of meditation type of stuff. And then on March 7th, I'm releasing a new single called Resting in Wonder that'll be coming out. And yeah, I just hope to kind of get out there and
Yeah.
get live
Did you
again.
find that during COVID you were able to do a lot of online performances or
Thanks.
anything like that?
Yeah, I was able to do one yoga session, and thankfully, yeah, Zoom, had enough changes technologically where it didn't suck,
Yes.
it was right. It kind of worked. I was able to record it, and yeah, so the answer is yes. So this next one's on Zoom, and I'm again looking forward to maybe getting into live, classes and just
Yeah,
doing things.
absolutely. I mean, they're
Yeah.
coming back. It's time, right? I mean, we're almost there. I don't know how it is in Brooklyn, but we're getting
Yeah,
there
right?
in
It
LA.
is. Exactly. Do you do yoga?
I do. That's why I'm like, oh my God, like I would love to be in a class where you were live composing. Like that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I'll have to
Ah,
come out to LA too then. Do
yes,
that too
please
there.
do. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Okay, so where did you grow up in New York?
Oh, no, I grew up actually in California. So it's Ridgecrest, California, which is it's in the Mojave Desert. So it's like 3 hours north of LA.
Mhm.
And then I came out to Boston, Massachusetts. I went to Berkeley College of Music there.
Nice.
So that was a while ago. So I date myself by saying this, but it's like probably 2002 even that I was out there with the bachelor's. Yeah, and
Awesome.
then
And then
yeah.
you stayed out there. So was there a moment where you were like, I don't, gosh, I have so many questions in my head. When did you like go into this type of music? Was there a moment that this is what caught your attention? You were like, this is my path?
Yeah, that's great. So in school and whatnot, I grew an affinity for film scoring and came out with that with film scoring and what they called music synthesis degree back then. So I was just really into again like kind of like sound design, synthesizer sounds, but then also into music just being underneath image, right? Just being underneath something. And so I was coming out of some kind of burnout and different things and just found myself creating more of this meditative style. And because I had this background with like film scoring, I wanted it to be something that would not interrupt someone that was sort of like in their meditative space, or maybe they're in their imagination or whatever's happening, just to try to like kind of be an underscore to that, if you will, which not everyone understands or gets per se, like if they're listening to it up front. But when it gets underneath the spoken word or meditation, which it has been in, it
Yeah.
fits. It
Right.
fits really well. Yeah.
Yeah. It's unique. I mean, I just find it so fascinating. It's so cool. And
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
necessary. We need it. Like it's
I
wonderful.
know, I know, right? So
Yeah.
many stressful things been happening this past
Right,
couple of years.
exactly. And I take it that you do yoga and meditation as well.
I do. I have. You know what? I have not been in a yoga class. I have not. Maybe I do things here, but I haven't even done
Yeah.
one. Can you
You
believe
need to
that?
yeah, you need to get on it, man. Come on.
I know. That
Right.
makes no. Yeah, yeah.
You'd be
It's all this.
analyzing the music the whole time though. It would like
I
be a
know.
really big test of concentration and meditation for you to not have
That's.
to not pay attention. Or maybe you have to go to one of those yoga classes that's like plays pop music so that it's like
Oh
completely
yeah.
different.
That's completely different. Yeah.
Right. Well,
Totally.
do you have any
Totally.
advice for
Exactly.
anyone else who or any other musicians out there who are just starting out?
Oh yeah. I think my one of my hurdles transitioning from film scoring into this was just to be able to find my own voice. Because in that world, you're writing for the project, and in this case, taking myself away from a project and just saying like, well, like kind of like, who am I? Like,
Mhm.
how do I express? And
Right.
so, just encouraging artists out there that you come across that maybe are just starting to find that out, figure it out, to just be open to it and to not fight it. Don't
Yeah.
fight who you are, and once you find it, just put on repeat. Just keep
Yes.
doing it.
Ah, I love it. Well, listen,
Awesome.
I'm so excited that you're going to be here on the Phoenix platform. It's going to be an incredible way for you to showcase your work and for more people to find everything that you do, which they must. You are wonderful. So I'm going
Oh, thank
to
you.
put all of your links underneath this video for anyone watching. And yeah, I can't wait for what's next. We're excited for that single that's coming out on March 7th. And yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So thanks for hanging out with me today.
Hey, and thank you. This was great. Thank you so much, Emily.
Yeah, of course. Have a
Uh,
good one.
all right.